Hi there, it's me, your favourite gaming gorilla Silverback with today's daily news for Monday the 4th of February. Hi guys, I hope you had a really great weekend. We've got a few bits of news for you to do, well for me to do, not for you to do obviously, because that would just be really stupid and you really wouldn't be watching this at all. This weekend's events for the War Room went really well. First events for a long time. There's some brilliant things coming up, so please head over to thewr.org for the latest info, dates and everything else. I'm going to start off today's with ARACADECRAFT. It's now available on Xbox Live Indie Games Marketplace. Have you ever wanted to be someone tied to a contract that's a company that's deep in debt because you've got a bank loan and build an arcade? Well, if that is the case, then now you can. ARACADECRAFT will allow you guys to build your own arcade and try and build a profit. And, you know, obviously along the way you have some ups and downs. It looks absolutely amazing, guys. There are some, as you see, there's some screenshots there for you. Well, a screenshot there for you guys to have a look at. It'd be one of those games I think you'd be stuck watching forevermore. While we're on the side of Xbox Live, Microsoft have announced they will no longer be working on future versions of their XNA Game Studio software. I don't know if you guys are aware that this has really been used a lot to create titles for Xbox Live, Windows phones, and also the indie chart. In fact, Xbox 360 indie games were created from the XNL framework. This is quite a shocker for myself. There has been a lot of clones of like Minecraft and stuff like that, but it's been absolutely massive. I'm shocked by this. I'm sure we will see an update further along the line about what's going to currently happen, and see what goes from there. So unfortunately, XNA may not be anymore, but we'll wait and see on that front. Now we're going to move to Nintendo eShop this week. I'm going to go through quick things that have been released. Real Heroes Firefighter 3D download version is available on the 3DS now, and also Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed is on the 3DS. Fractured Soul demo is alive. It is the demo, so it's free. Mega Man is available on 3DS. We have the Beat Party Jurassic Fridge. It's only 89p. 89p, that's not bad. We've got Sengoku 2 on the Wii, and that's it for this week on those. I'm going to move forward now to a trailer, so I hope you enjoy.
Changes to Ranked Play, Shaco, Olaf, and Master Yi in this episode of the Patch Preview. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Patch Preview. We're going to be talking about the changes coming in the next update for League of Legends, and though this video won't cover every single change in the patch, we have selected a few of the more delicate ones to guide you through our thought process. I'm Tamit, and with me this week I have two special guests joining me, lead content designer Morello and senior game designer Yeg. How's it going, guys?
It's going well, glad to be here.
Hey Tamit, it's good to be back.
Yeg, let's start with you. You've been hard at work on the new League system, which is going to drastically change progression in ranked games. Give us the elevator pitch. How is this going to work?
Sure. So in Season 3, ranked solo and duo players, as well as 3v3 and 5v5 teams, can now rise above the competition with the new League system. This system's going to completely replace your ELO rating and ladder rank. Basically, instead of being ranked 100,000 on an enormous ladder, you'll be placed into a league containing 250 similarly skilled opponents. Your league will belong to one of 6 skill tiers, each of which contains 5 divisions. To progress to higher tiers and divisions, you'll need to win ranked games and earn league points. Rack up 100 points and you'll trigger an event called an advancement series. The series is essentially like a playoff match. If you're at the top of your division, you'll qualify for a best of 3 division series. If you're at the top of your tier, you'll instead qualify for a best of 5 promotion series. Win, and you earn the right to move up. The best players in each region will eventually reach the challenger tier, the highest tier of competition. If you're on a top 5v5 team, you'll have an ongoing chance to go pro in the League of Legends Championship Series.
This is really exciting news for our players, but I think one question that they're going to have is why we're moving away from the current ELO system.
Right, and that's definitely something we want to address. We're switching to leagues for a few reasons. First, we wanted to move away from having a single ladder containing all ranked players. Moving up one spot when you're in 23,000th place doesn't mean much, but moving up a spot when you're ranked 3rd in your Gold Division 2 league feels great. Second, since the system attempts to put you in leagues with your friends, it makes it easier to develop rivalries with players that you care about. Finally, we came up with the idea of the Promotion Series to let you experience the feeling of being in the finals of a tournament as you advance through the ladder. We think that this system gives players achievable goals and frequent milestones that they can hit as they compete on the ranked ladders, and should help develop a more competitive and vibrant ranked scene.
If you want to know more about the league system, we're going to include a link to the FAQ that we prepared for you. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Morello, Shaco is one of those champions who constantly requires tuning, and he's back on the balance board for this patch. What's going on with him this time, and why does he continue to be problematic?
The Season 3 leashing changes to the jungle made it so Shaco's Jack-in-the-Boxes could effectively tank the monsters for him and really buffed his jungle. While Shaco is all about those early game ganks, we think he can still be great at that without being completely out of control like we see now. One thing we are doing is reducing, not removing, the passive slow on 2-shift poisons auto attack. This will have some effect on Shaco, but what this really does is make him more reliant on Blessing of the Lizard Elder when he goes to gank.
Now we're also going to be tweaking Deceive. What's going on there?
While Deceive's range is going down to about what Flash's is currently, the one thing I want to note about that is you're still going to be able to do the cool tricks you're used to doing with Shaco, like jumping over walls, brush juking, closing for a gank, things like that. Now, enemy wards are going to be a little bit more effective unless you're really clever about your gank locations, which adds some cool counterplay for the people getting ganked by Shaco.
We've recently seen a rise in the number of players that build a ton of AP on Master Yi to take advantage of the high AP ratios on Meditate. This is extremely difficult to play against, and most of our players that have to find it really annoying. Let's talk about the changes to address this.
While we're really happy to see APE get some mainstream popularity, the ratio on Meditate is just pretty out of control and it needed to be toned down. We're toning down that AP ratio, but we're also buffing the base back up. What this means is you're going to see some ability to kill AP Master Yi when he meta-tanks, but AD is also going to get more use out of the skill than he has previously. Our intention isn't to destroy APE here, it's just to make it so you can kill him if you do enough focus fire while he's meta-tanking. It still has a 2.0 AP ratio, it's still really strong.
Our live designers have been suspicious that Olaf might be a bit too strong after the preseason balance changes, but after witnessing Voyboy destroy with Olaf during the LCS qualifiers, I think those suspicions are confirmed now.
The preseason item changes brought a big spike into Olaf's power, mostly because health, the stat he wants to buy all the time, is better, and the stats he gets for free cost everyone else more gold. And like you said, Tamat, you just saw Voyboy and a lot of the other competitive players just wreck face with Olaf. He's pretty over the top right now, so we thought the best place to hit him was to give him windows of vulnerability and remove some of that free power that he gets. Specifically, Ragnarok's armor penetration is only going to be up while the spell is active, and we've increased the cooldowns on Undertow and Vicious Strikes, making it so that when those skills are down, you have a chance to fight Olaf directly.
When we released the Season 3 patch last month, we made a commitment to our players that we would be iterating on item changes until we felt like they were in a good place. What are we doing to further balance itemization in this patch?
There's a couple of things I really want to highlight in this patch about items. One of these is the addition of Seeker's Arm Guard, a new ability power armor item for mages. This item is designed to give mages a realistic option against physical damage mid laners and also replaces the chain vest in Zhonya's Hourglass. Perhaps most importantly though, this gives mages the option to go cloth armor and 5 potions against really tough physical mid lanes. The other change I really want to talk about here is that we've reduced the health on Giant's Belt. As we mentioned before, health has become a more powerful statistic in the preseason item changes, and Giant's Belt is one of the worst defenders in this case. It has great gold efficiency, you can get it early enough in the game to really bog a lane down, and it has a great number of late game items that it builds into. We've also upped the gold cost on the other 2 big offenders, Warmog's Armor and Sunfire Cape. The other items that build out a Giant's Belt are largely unaffected, they're going to cost the same gold and give the same stats.
Alright, thanks guys. That's it for this episode of the League of Legends Patch Preview. Please subscribe to the Riot Games YouTube channel above, and leave us your comment just below the video.
Right guys, yes, you're correct. That was in fact not really a trailer, was it? It was actually the League of Legends patch 3.01. Now the latest patch has arrived, and the brand new league system for ranked play, and also with some balance and tweaks and bug fixes. Now I'll give you a quick rundown of what's on there. Players and teams will now be placed into a league upon finishing their placement matches. Leagues will be assigned to their skill tier and also split into divisions, e.g. gold, 5 and so on. Winning and losing matches will now cause you to gain and lose league points. Advancing to 100 LP will now start a division or promotion series. Top players and teams can now advance to the challenge tier, which is visible to all in the client. Champion losses and win ratios will no longer be displayed to other players. ELO ratings have been replaced by matchmaking ratings, which are now no longer displayed, and time penalties for Q dodging will have been shortened, and the LP penalty has been added. So really that is it on that. I've never really looked at League of Legends, but it does look pretty awesome. Yeah, wicked. Right, moving on to some Gearbox news. It has been rumoured, well, a rumour has been posted on the IGN board, that Gearbox Software are working on a next-gen first-person shooter title. Now, this game is really in the early stages, guys, and is aimed for next-generation systems, including Nintendo's Wii U. So, really, that's all we know. It'd be interesting to see. You've heard that Gearbox is working on something new for next-gen consoles. Hey, what's going to happen there? Let's see what happens. We know it's been developed on the Unreal 4 engine, but that's really as much as it goes. Any more information, your favourite gaming gorilla, will give you the details. We are going to go now for this week's top 20 video chart. At 20, a non-mover, we have Sleeping Dogs. Down to 19 is WWE 13. Sonic seems to be crashing down instead of moving on up to 18. Lego Lord of the Rings down to 17. Lego Batman down to 16. Skylanders Giants is a non-mover at 15. While Forza Horizon actually jumps up to 14. Halo stays strong at 13. Football Manager jumps down to 12. DMC, if you don't know what that is, that's Devil May Cry. A guy that had blonde hair is now really short and looks really gay. Is at 11. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim has gone down to 10 from 9. But Absolution, yes, that Hitman game has jumped up to 9th place. 8 is Just Dance 4. Going down to 7, it's Need for Speed Most Wanted. Assassin's Creed jumping down to 6. Now, we have a new entry this week. It's the Hitman HD Trilogy, rocking in at 5. Jumping from 3 to 4 is Far Cry 3. Last week's number 1 is Call of Duty Black Ops 2 at 3. FIFA 13 stays in at number 2, and you guessed it, that White Witch that has the Wrath is at number 1. Guys, there's been so many reviews raving about this game, so if you want it, go buy it, enjoy it. Apparently once you're in it, you'll get stuck into it. Not my sort of game. I'd rather sit there and blow your bloody head off. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's news. Hope you enjoy it. Look forward to tomorrow. Might have some exciting stuff, but we will wait and see. See you later, guys.